Another thing that's going on, an artist we played here quite often is going to be at that Houston institution, Fitz, that I was talking about. And this will be Friday night. Our good friend, Jeremy Carswell, will be over there with a midnight in Chicago featuring Art Talk Live. So there might be something different to get into. And let's see. Usually we have an event page, for the show, and we post all the things we talk about and what we call the source material for the stories and news articles in that. But I think what I'm going to do today to help drive a little bit more traffic to Freethinker Radio is I'm just going to post it right on the Freethinker Radio page, and I'll build a chain in the comments. I'll put all the stories and stuff. So if y'all want to help us out, give that top thing there on Freethinker Radio that says we're live till 5 a like, so that, it gets a lot of attention. And then all these articles, people can dig into them more or less as they please. So now, what do we do? Oh, we just barely begin to cover events, because this Saturday, if Thursday's busy and Wednesday's busy and Friday's busy, I just hope you save that energy for Saturday, because you can kick the day off with some great music brought direct from Scotland. That's right, Scotland. They want independence from England. Who don't want some independence? You know what I'm saying? Man. Whew. But anyway, bring in Jeffrey Thomason from Scotland there to play some music. If you haven't heard this guy, he's amazing. He does covers. He does original material. I mean, he's done, he was on the Garden Crawl, played at, I forget what you call that one. Oh, it'll pop back in my mind in a little bit. But Blodgett, played over at the Blodgett Garden. That was an amazing thing, the Garden Crawl. But yeah, he's played that. He's played over, he's opened for, Dylan Trim and Grayson over there, and he's played his own shows. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So he'll be out there at the Heights Epicurean Market entertaining people, bringing that, that music that he's generated with a lot of love and care, like the crafts that are there. So he'll be... So that's going on at the, let's see, what's the address on that? It's right there on Heights Boulevard, so you can't miss it. 1245 Heights Boulevard. So y'all get over there around 12th Street. Check it out. The Heights Epicurean Market supports activities, goods, and services that promote community and the benefits of eating fresh, locally produced food. Imagine that. This once-a-month market does this by inviting career farmers, backyard gardeners, and others, which brings local food producers together with consumers in a festive and fun atmosphere. This thing has really grown. I've been there kind of emceeing a little bit and playing some of the local music to people because, local crafts, local food, local music, right? Of course, I squeeze in that regional where I can. And then we also, we got to start things off with a little bit of stuff people need to know so they feel comfortable, because you know how people are. But nonetheless, participating vendors at the Heights Epicurean Market showcase everything from local veggies and fruits to dog biscuits and organic baby food to infused vinegar, Texas olive oil. I like olive oil. And bread, locally roasted coffee, bakery goods, chocolates, preserves, hot pepper jellies. You could keep that. Handmade soaps, quilts, honey. Oh, yes. There's my argument against veganism. If you want to let me know how you feel about that, go ahead and call in at 713-526-8737. And I'm morally corrupt because I love honey. If so, love it. Anyway, then followed by eggs, which I will eat also. Candles, I don't eat them. Homemade skin care products. There are often handmade rugs. That's quality art. Macaroons, pralines, jewelry, baked goods. They got baked goods. They're repeating themselves. They just got so many different types of baked goods. So, but yeah, man. And if you get in the event, you can catch a couple of these Jeffrey Thomason songs. In fact, in honor of that, I'll probably go ahead and pull one of these up. Let me multitask a minute. Pull one of these Jeffrey Thomasons up. And now this is just going to be, I don't know that he has a band camp with like studio recordings and stuff out there. But the guy's interesting, and why not? There's some live music that was recorded thanks to Red Publication. That was recorded here of many artists, but I see here we've got something of Jeffers. So we'll play a little Jeffers in there when I need a break, which will be happening pretty often because it's boring just talking to y'all. Anyway, moving on. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, well, July 2nd, kick it off early at the farmer's market. You get there anytime you want, really. It goes from 8:30, I guess, till 1:30 or so. And Let me get what they got. Yeah, that's what they say, 1:30. And then we talked to Cliche, and not only is she just an amazing personality, but she works real hard for what she does, and that's something we have a lot of respect for in the local. Just like the farmers market, you know, you got to put a lot of work into something you want to make happen. You got to have a lot of vision, and you can't let other people's noise get in the way. And so she's got this thing she's been doing now, and it's called the Hustle Hard Block Party. And it's actually, Hustle Hard Block Explosion. And if you remember back when she interviewed here, she was, telling us all about this, and they're going to kick it off, actually, a little separate thing right before it with a walk to peace. And there'll be panels, and I'm going to spend a moment talking about some of these events, because, these events are important. Then I'll play some music, then I'll get in the news. I'm alone, so me and Derek don't have to have antics as much. So let me talk about her Hustle Hard Block Party for a moment. And it says, the purpose is bringing unity to the community. I like that. It's a good thing, and it rhymes. How beautiful can it be? And it's got a panel, discussions bringing awareness and solutions of the violence and shootings that have been taking place. Also, as well as gang injunctions. You may have heard of us talking about those, where they prevent people from going to neighborhoods because they claim they're associated with a gang. That's something we could talk about. If you've got some articles, got a viewpoint on that, that's really an interesting thing. How do you let a person go free and then tell them they can't go in a particular area? Maybe that's where their mamas and their brothers and their friends live, But, we know it's probably done with all good intentions, but, we know about good intentions versus just respecting people's freedom. Anyway, moving forward. And so they're going to have, panels talking about that, as well as how to clean up the neighborhoods, make it a better place for everyone to live. Importance of health checks, hip-hop lyrics that, and talk about hip-hop lyrics that affect the community. And there'll be a peace walk that's led by leaders of the No More Bloodshed movement, and you can get into that at nomobs.org. This is a unity walk for peace in my hood. This walk kicks off the Hustle Hard Block Explosion. The attractions include live entertainment, games, contests, face painting, paint and tattoos by tattoo artists, dunking machines, a moonwalk. Hey, we've never had a moonwalk for the community. Music, giveaways, free stuff, okay? Let me just go ahead and tell you where to go right now. MLK and Reed Road. Just go there, MLK and Reed Road. Free stuff. Okay, now I'm moving forward. Giveaways, food, drinks, slushes, snow cones. Oh, see, it's a warm day. We're going to have slushes and snow cones. It's going to be wonderful. Stay hydrated. Live music, motivational speakers, and the Hustle Hard, little history, Hustle Hard Block Explosion was initiated by the Houston music artist Cliche. If you don't know about her, she is truly a local legend. Beyond local, definitely beyond local. It's hard to differentiate sometimes with so many great people around us. But yeah, it's got a splash bigger than, some of the people we know as local. And, basically partnered with the business owner, Mr. Bling Bling's Detail Shop. This is the 6th annual Hustle Hard Block Explosion in the South Park community. And, of course, the purpose is to touch the minority communities with awareness of drugs, violence, and hip-hop lyrics, and more and what brings the community down, and search for solutions on rebuilding a safe and educated environment for us all. And I think we've basically talked about all that, so it's kind of repeating itself a little bit, but it looks like it's going to be a great event. And I was looking for, and I'm sure she sent it to me, but I was looking for the list of all the performers, because, just offhand, I know there's a ton. So obviously you got Cliche. I'm pretty sure you're going to have Ganesha out there and K Reno. And I tell you, I don't like the way Facebook does these events nowadays. You have to work. You got to work real hard to get in there and see what's going on. Oh, okay, here we go. So here's the card. We got Cliche, K Reno, Point Blank, Mr. Cap, Ms. Toy, Buck to Me. I don't know that. See, there's music to discover. How awesome can that be? Doughboy Sauce, Dame Society, H2, Supa, Showtime, and the list goes on. So 8515 MLK and Reed Road. That's that goes on from they start, I guess, around 10 and go till 8. So it's like I said, it kicks off with the walk, and then, oh my God, Is that all? No, this is still on Saturday. You think you're getting away that easy? No. You get up, you go to the farmer's market, you get your food on, you sit down, you enjoy a little Jeffrey Thomason, you see some artists, you know, you move around. You go on over to the block party. Yeah, the Hustle Hard block party. You hear some motivational speakers, you know, hear about what's going on in the community, you know, discover some great artists and not even have to pay to see so many amazing artists, have a snow cone. Then, oh yeah, because it's not over. That ends at 8. And then starting around 8 o'clock, doors at 7:30, music at 8. And we got a 6-band show at Rogers. I know y'all are used to those 3-band shows, but, you know, Visionary Noise gives you more. That's all I can say, you know. And, yeah, Visionary Noise for more, or something like that. Yeah, that's what I see. But, yeah, so anyway, what's that all about, Mike? Oh, well, I'll tell you what it's all about. Well, there's 6 bands coming in. You know, there's some local support, but Vesuvius is coming from Ottawa, Ontario. And I'll get into all these acts a little bit. Curses, Changes, Just a Dream, Halogen, and, of course, Houston's very own Treason. And all this going on, you know, from 8 till 2 in the morning, maybe even later, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to shut us down. $10 at door. So, yeah, check that out. Got them pre-sales, they say, there on the visionarynoise.com website. That's kind of cool. And, yeah, I'll be there for sure. Count me in. I got a long Saturday, people. All right, well, you know, that's everything I got to tell y'all about. And then I guess there's a Sunday, but I don't know. I'm going to look, mate. Like, I don't want to neglect something important. Okay, I'm sorry. But I really want to get to this music, and I want to put all these events out there and make sure y'all know all about them. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah. Sunday you rest and recuperate, and then Monday you tune in to Freethinker Radio. I know we're going to have something good. I'm not sure what it'll be yet, but you definitely want to find out. And I want to shout out some of the other shows on KPFT because, you know, it is, you know, when you listen to a station like KPFT, you might plug in and just hear some boring guy like me talking. I don't know. And that might not be your thing, but, you know, once you know, oh, he'll be quiet after he talks about the events, and then there's, you know, he's going to play some music or have a musical guest, then you know a little bit more about it. See, this is a radio with shows, not just programming. See, we're not here to program you. You get it? We're just here to play shows, and you like it or you don't. And we want to, you know, make sure we serve the best musicians we know. And there's so much good music. We rely on y'all to let us know what's great because, you know, you definitely are out there hearing stuff we're not hearing, and I'm out there hearing a lot of stuff, not to mention getting CDs and stuff. So I'll share what I can. Let us know what you like. We'll get more of it out there. You know, we'll have that conversation. You know, part of the problem with the lame stream is there's no conversation. Here, take this, you know, you just take this and go. No, that's not what we got here. What we got here is community. So let's see what we can play a little bit of Jeffrey Thomason. Y'all don't freak out too much about, I guess, that the fact that, you know, I get a little credit here where credit is due. Let's see.
And She
I did not mean to interrupt that, but that happened. Anyway, if I meant to, I would have faded it out. But nonetheless, 2 covers from him, definitely done in his own way. You know, and the good thing about a cover is, especially when you discover a great song that you never knew before, or it gets you to hear a song in a way you never had before. So, okay, cool. All right, so I want to play something different now. I know I want to play more of the stuff from the show this Saturday, but in addition to that, in no time remaining, you know, I mentioned that Jeremy Carswell is going to be playing. He's also going to be playing this thing that I've seen coming up called Midsummer Party. We'll get into that, but Jeremy will be over at Fitz, and this guy, he is so good, you know, and often we put the CD in, and when that song Dance All Night plays, and he's got so much more good music than that I want to get into some of that. And let's see, how about we go with this one, Don't Talk. I hope y'all enjoy. I'll be in and out, and hopefully talk to y'all before the show ends, so get into it. Here we go. I always leave here feeling that there's so much both more in stories and in music that we could cover, and so I want to let y'all know that you can always find more music out there. You can go to the Visionary Noise page. You can check out these bands that you like, and find out what they have going on. Make it out to some shows, buy some CDs, or just check out Bandcamp, explore Reverb Nation. You know, we don't have to accept what we're given. We can choose to find the music and the art and the events that affect us, that we, connect to. So I want to make sure that we do all we can to empower people to do that. Appreciate you with your patience through today's episode. And as always, you are a powerful, strong, unique individual. We want you to remember that and to find those parts of yourself to reach out to and to glorify the world with, because there's a reason you are, this type of beautiful thing that you are. And when you both recognize that and then start to work with that, you can change the world. And we're happy to remind you of that important fact. And I don't know if it serves any good, but we believe it does. So until next week, we love you. Make sure you get out there and love the world and love yourself. Until then, and always, you are free. Remember that. Peace.